Joining me now is Cedric Maxwell, Celtics radio analyst from 98.5 The Sports Hub. And
where you going?
What happened?
Where you going?
What happened? What happened?
What happened was all the bad things that could go wrong for the Celtics
went wrong in one game?
And no, it wasn't just one game, but that was an accumulation of things. You think about it, when the Celtics could have won game one and game two. Didn't win either one of those games. Leads. And then what happens, basketball guys always come back to get you. And then Tatum gets hurt. And then they play a great game, a magnificent game, a courage game back here in Boston for game number 5.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Did we underestimate the Knicks, or did the Celtics underachieve?
I think the Celtics underachieved. The Celtics were the better of the teams. They beat them all season. But I think that one thing that happened is you had injuries, and then it was the Knicks started to play better. You cannot give the opposition a chance. And the Celtics gave them too much of a chance. If you played that series over and over again with these two teams, I think the Celtics win clearly 9 out of 10 times. But when you think about those two games in particular, 20-point lead, Steve, twice, back-to-back, and you lose. Celtics led in 5 or 6 of those games by double figures.
Okay, so now we're finding out the after
Stop
effects.
reliving the Patriots, whatever, having that 12, whatever, 17, 18 in a row.
I know, but it was just like we're so used to this team winning, right?
Yes.
We're so used. So we find out that Jaylen Brown has a torn meniscus.
Which people were complaining about, saying he wasn't explosive.
Playing through.
Yes.
Tough. I got to give him his flowers.
Yeah.
He's tough, okay? But should he have been playing?
Well, a meniscus tear is more about pain, pain tolerance, and he was able to play through that. He played a brilliant game in game number 5. He had to be the best player again in game number 6 for the Celtics to do what they needed to do.
But where was everybody else in game number 6? I mean, you look at Derek White. Derek White scored, what, 34 points in game 5?
Yeah.
I mean, where was Drew Holiday? Now, Drew, I'm not just picking on Drew.
No.
Where was Porzingis? Where was everybody else on that court?
That really
They
is
didn't
true.
show up for game 6.
They played a poor game. There's nothing you could say that is different about that. And I know Joe Mazzulla had them prepared to play, but being prepared to play and actually getting out and executing are two different things. I think the stage got to the Celtics in that particular game.
Let's go back to game 5 before I even go to game 6. So game 5 was a motivational game because they were playing for Jayson Tatum, correct?
It was. And I think they played particularly well. You think about how Jaylen Brown, 12 assists in that game.
They won by 25 points.
12 assists in that game. What everybody else was able to do. And even with that game, you think about the breakdowns in this team was the fact that Porzingis, who has been brilliant since he's been here, whatever the sickness he's had, made him a shell of what he was before. So there were a lot of things that went wrong for the Celtics in this particular series, and it was just the way, the luck of the draw.
Going forward, who stays, who leaves?
New face. There's going to be new faces. I can't tell you exactly who's going to go, but I think because of the salary cap, restrictions, all that stuff, you're going to have to change and drop salaries. So I don't know who's going to be going where.
Would you be surprised if Porzingis is not here next year? Would you be surprised if Drew Holiday's not here?
See, this is what Brad Stevens gets those big bucks for.
Yeah.
For me, not even to make a choice to even guess about what Brad would do, what this team would do, but I think there are going to be new faces on this team. What you have, I think, because Jayson Tatum is out, you also have a chance to mash the reset button to see where you're going to go with this team.
Do you keep the core? Do you keep Tatum? Do you keep Brown?
I definitely keep those two, because I think
you build around them.
And you build around them. You have to build around two great players who play great and who are, frankly, they're still young. So they're still in their prime. I hate to talk about this, but Bernard King, guy I've hated so much, played with the New York Knicks, great player. He told me, he sent me a text and said, you tell Tatum that, there are going to be some dark days for him, but at the end of the day, Jayson Tatum will become an all-star again if he believes, an all-star player.
If he believes.
If he believes. And that's a key to when you talk about coming back from an injury.
Well, I was going to ask you that question. Can Tatum get back to the player he once was?
Yes. Yes, I think you look at some of the guys who've been out. The surgery is different. He's a younger player right now, so those injuries right now, I think you can get by them. He didn't tear up a knee. You didn't do that, so the knees are intact. It is right here, down at the bottom, that little funny place in your leg that you tear, and he did that, and he ruptured that. So I think that he can come back bigger and better than ever.
There are some flowers I do want to send to one guy.
Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah, Al Horford. Okay, Al Horford never quit. Al Horford played how old is he? 38 years old?
30-something. I think he is the second or third oldest player in the NBA.
Al Horford was still making threes, okay, playing his heart out when certain guys just weren't playing that well. Al didn't. Will he come back?
Al's a veteran player. That's going to be the $1 million question you have for all these guys. Does Al want to come back if there is a rebuild with this team? And you look at this team right now, if you're going to change, and you're not going to have Jayson Tatum probably for the entire year. I don't think he comes back. Do you?
Boy, you got to then.
What do you see him coming back this year?
I don't know.
Well, we're talking right now.
No.
Right now, look, hold on. You are a doctor. Watch this. Right now, it is May.
I'm not a doctor.
It's May. It's May.
Yeah.
It's May, Steve.
Right.
Do you think he'll come back before December or January?
Not before December.
Okay, well, that's this year. So he won't be back this year.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But
you're not talking about next season.
Yeah,
you're talking about this year.
This year, and part of that, I can see him coming back.
You think he's out for the entire season of next season?
I think that is.
That's what I thought you meant.
I think, and this is me, I'm playing the doctor this time.
Right.
Because I drove by BC and BU all today, and I saw these graduates. I'm going to play one today. If you're the Celtics right now, you're not rushing him back. You don't want him to get injured again. KD had this injury. KD came back. KD became an all-star again, and KD was an older player. So I think that, he has a better chance than some of the other guys to come back because he's a younger player right now. Damian Lillard has this injury with the Achilles.
Why was there such a discrepancy between Game 5 and Game 6? They blow them out by 25 points in Game 5. They get blown out in Game 6. Why was there such a flip-flop?
It was the Knicks had a sense of urgency, and the Celtics didn't. The Knicks were the team that said, look, we have not been here before. We have an opportunity for the first time. Steve, I was there at the end. We come out of the arena, and people are beating on the bus. It was a couple thousand people beating on the bus trying to turn it over.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, those were Knicks fans. That's how hungry and that's how crazy they were. They want their team to win. They haven't been there before.
They're desperate.
Steve,
they're thirsty.
They have not been there. And this is when I was in high school. 1973 is when they won last time. I was going to graduate from high school. That's how long it was before the last time they won the championship.
Okay, it's over.
It's over?
It's over.
I'm on vacation.
I'm going to miss you.
Bro.
But it was so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, but Steve, we're going to look. I'm not going anyplace, bro. The teams are still going to be here next year. I hope to be still here next year. I just think, again, this is going to be a reset for the Celtics. Here's a team that won the championship, had the chance to do, and I had a chance to talk to the players. Now, I said, what's going to separate you from any other Celtic team in a long time is you got an opportunity to win a second championship back-to-back. And you didn't do it this year, and that really that's a downer.
We'll see what Brad Stevens says tomorrow. He's going to address the media tomorrow. We'll see how he addresses
Brad, that's what I'm saying. I believe in Brad.
Oh, and there's no question.
I believe in Brad, and if there's going to be a change in this team, Brad will get it done. And if I'm most of the players right now on this team, I keep my bags packed. Keep them back.
Okay. You know how to end this?
Yep, I do.
1, 2, 3.
Rondo, my man.